What if everything you thought about calming anxiety was wrong? We're told to meditate for hours, practice yoga for years, or even just think positive. But what if the real secret to finding peace, even in our chaotic modern world, lies not in grand gestures, but in tiny, almost invisible practices? Practices so simple, so quick, that they've been used for centuries in a culture renowned for its longevity and inner calm, Japan. You see, while the Western world often battles anxiety with complex therapies and endless self-help books, many Japanese have quietly mastered the art of micro-resets. They don't just live longer, they live with a profound sense of presence, even amidst the hustle. And the shocking truth is, you don't need to move to a Zen monastery or spend years in training to tap into this ancient wisdom. The tools are already within you, waiting to be activated. Today, I'm going to reveal 6 Japanese-inspired techniques, simple, science-backed methods you can use to calm anxiety fast, often in just minutes. Forget what you think you know about anxiety relief. This isn't about escaping your feelings. It's about transforming them. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a powerful new toolkit to reset your nervous system, quiet your racing thoughts, and reclaim your inner peace, starting right now. Topic 1, Introduction. The Japanese secret to calm versus Western stress. Most people think anxiety is just part of modern life. Busy schedules, phones buzzing, too many responsibilities, and the mind never really turns off. But if you look at Japan, something curious happens. In one of the most intense and technological countries in the world, many older adults manage to keep a surprisingly calm mind and a grounded body, even after 60 or 70. They don't live without stress. They simply have small, practical rituals to reset the nervous system during the day. While in many Western countries, the normal is waking up already tense, feeling the chest tight in traffic, and going to bed with racing thoughts. A good part of Japanese culture still values micro moments of presence. Simple breathing patterns, slow walking, paying attention to the body, adjusting posture, tiny physical signals that tell the brain, you are safe right now. And the most interesting part? These are not mystical techniques reserved for monks. They are practical habits that normal people use in the middle of real life. If they can stay centered in such a fast-paced environment, it means there is a method behind this calm, and methods can be copied. In this video, you'll discover 6 Japanese-inspired techniques to calm anxiety fast. Easy tools you can use in the morning, during a silent panic at work, or at night when your thoughts refuse to slow down. Each one is simple, science-backed, and designed for real-life anxiety. And the first technique is all about using your breath as a powerful reset button for your nervous system. Topic 2, Technique 1. The 4-4-6 breath anxiety reset. When anxiety hits, most people feel like their mind is the problem. Thoughts get loud, fast, and negative. But in many Japanese breathing traditions, the focus starts in the body, especially in the rhythm of the breath. The idea is simple. If you change the way you breathe, you change the message your body sends to your brain. The 4-4-6 breath is a practical way to do this. A small pattern that tells your nervous system, you can slow down now. It's not about forcing calm, it's about giving your brain a new signal. Here's how it works. You inhale gently through the nose for a count of 4, hold the air for 4, and then exhale slowly through the mouth for a count of 6. That longer exhale is the key. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest side that turns down the alarm of anxiety. Imagine you're pouring out tension with each exhale, shoulder pressure, chest tightness, that knot in your stomach. You don't need a quiet room, candles, or a perfect posture. You just need a few focused breaths, even in the bathroom at work or sitting on a bus. A good way to start is to practice this pattern 3 times a day, even when you're not in crisis, right after waking up, once in the afternoon, and before bed. In the beginning, you might feel a bit strange counting and breathing at the same time, and that's normal. What matters is consistency, not perfection. If 4-4-6 feels too intense, you can start with 3-3-4 and slowly increase. Over time, your body learns this rhythm as a calm code. And when anxiety suddenly spikes, you'll be able to use it like a reset button in real time. And that's just the first tool. The next one helps you deal with those racing thoughts that make you feel disconnected from the present moment. Topico 3, Technique 2, 5-sense grounding, mindful anchor. One of the most exhausting parts of anxiety is that feeling of not being here. Your body is in one place, but your mind is already living 10 possible disasters in the future. In Japan, many mindfulness-based practices focus on something very simple: bringing attention back to what is real, right now. The 5-sense grounding technique is a practical way to do this. Instead of fighting your thoughts, you gently guide your focus to what you can see, touch, hear, smell, and maybe taste in the present moment. Here's how you can use it when your thoughts start to race. First, pause and look around. Silently name 5 things you can see: a chair, a window, a plant, the pattern on the floor, a shadow on the wall. Then, for things you can touch, the fabric of your clothes, the chair under you, your hands, your feet on the ground. Next, 3 things you can hear: a distant car, a clock, your own breathing. After that, 2 things you can smell, even if it's faint: soap, coffee, fresh air. Finally, 1 thing you can taste, maybe just noticing the taste in your mouth. This sequence works like a rope pulling you out of the storm inside your head and back into the present. You can practice it at home, in bed before a panic spiral, or quietly on the bus, just observing everything mentally. At first it may feel too simple to be useful, but that's exactly the power of it. Anxiety lives in imagined futures, and grounding lives in reality. The more you repeat this technique, the faster your brain understands that it has somewhere safe to land. And once your mind is anchored, we can start releasing the hidden tension stored in your face and jaw that silently feeds your anxiety. Technique 3. Jaw and forehead release, tension melt. Have you ever noticed how your jaw clenches when you're stressed, or how your forehead furrows when you're deep in anxious thought? These aren't just random habits. They're physical manifestations of your body's fight or flight response, often happening unconsciously. In many Eastern practices, including those found in Japan, there's a deep understanding that the mind and body are not separate. Releasing physical tension, especially in areas like the jaw and forehead, sends a direct signal to your brain that the perceived threat is over, allowing your nervous system to finally stand down. This technique is incredibly simple, yet profoundly effective. Start by gently placing your fingertips on your temples and slowly massaging in small circles, feeling the muscles under your skin. Then, move your fingers down to your jawline, just in front of your ears, and massage there, perhaps even opening and closing your mouth a few times to feel the release. Don't forget your tongue. Often it's pressed against the roof of your mouth. Consciously let it rest softly on the floor of your mouth. Finally, smooth out your forehead with your palms, imagining you're ironing out all the worries. The beauty of this practice is its subtlety. You can do it discreetly in a meeting, while waiting in line, or even just before drifting off to sleep. It's about creating a conscious pause, a micro moment to interrupt the anxiety loop. You'll know it's working when you feel a softening in your facial muscles, a slight drop in your shoulders, and perhaps even a gentle sigh of relief. This isn't just about looking relaxed, it's about being relaxed from the inside out. And once you release some of that stored tension, you'll be better prepared for our next technique, which uses gentle movement to further calm your system. Topico 5, Technique 4, Mindful Micro Walk, SAMP inspired. In our fast-paced world, walking often becomes just a means to an end, a hurried dash from one place to another. But in Japan, There's a profound appreciation for the act of walking itself, often seen as a moving meditation. Inspired by practices like Sampa, a slow, conscious walking technique, this mindful micro-walk isn't about covering distance. It's about reconnecting with your body and the ground beneath you. When anxiety makes you feel scattered, bringing deliberate attention to each step can be a powerful anchor, signaling safety and stability to your overwhelmed nervous system. To practice this, find a small, clear space, a hallway, a quiet room, or even just a few steps in your office. Begin to walk at an extremely slow pace, perhaps 4 or 5 times slower than your normal walk. The key is to feel every part of your foot as it touches the ground, first the heel, then the midfoot, and finally the toes. Coordinate this with your breath. Maybe inhale for 3 steps and exhale for 3 steps. This deliberate, almost exaggerated slowness forces your mind to focus on the physical sensation, pulling it away from anxious thoughts and into the present moment. This micro-walk is a gentle yet effective way to re-regulate your system. You'll notice your balance improving, a deeper connection to your body, and a subtle shift in your mental state. It's not about achieving a destination, but about experiencing the journey of each single step. You can do this for just 2 to 3 minutes, and it's especially helpful when you feel restless or agitated. This simple act of conscious movement helps to discharge nervous energy, preparing you for our next technique, which focuses on a quick body check-in to release any remaining tension. Technique 5. 2-minute body scan, quick check-in. Traditional body scans can last 20 or 30 minutes, which is great for long meditation practices, but impractical when anxiety strikes in the middle of the day. Inspired by the body awareness valued in many Japanese practices, the 2-minute body scan is a condensed version, a quick check-in to find the strongest tension points and release just enough to help the body unclench. Instead of scanning every inch, you focus on a few key regions that often accumulate anxiety. Start by sitting or standing with your spine comfortable. Close your eyes, if you can, and bring your attention to 4 points: your forehead, jaw, shoulders, and chest. At each one, ask yourself, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much tension do I feel here right now? Don't try to change anything immediately. First, just notice. Then, at each point, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, imagine you are letting that muscle loosen a little. You can even gently contract and then release it to feel the difference between tension and relaxation. This mini scan works like a quick reset for those moments when you feel like you're getting lost in anxiety, but don't have time for a long practice. In just 2 minutes, you create enough body awareness to interrupt autopilot and give your brain the feeling that it has some form of control. Over time, you'll notice that you start doing this check-in almost automatically throughout the day. And when anxiety comes on very strong, there's still an extra technique, almost like an emergency hug, that can offer immediate comfort. Topico 7. Bonus technique. Self-hug and gentle pressure. Instant comfort. Sometimes, when anxiety feels overwhelming, what we truly need is a sense of immediate comfort and safety. In many cultures, including aspects of Japanese self-care, there's an intuitive understanding of how physical touch can soothe the nervous system. This self-hug and gentle pressure technique is your personal, portable comfort tool designed to provide instant reassurance when you feel overwhelmed, alone, or simply need a moment of calm. It's a way to physically signal to your brain that you are safe, cared for, and capable of self-soothing, even when external support isn't available. To practice this, simply cross your arms over your chest, giving yourself a gentle hug. Your right hand can rest on your left shoulder, and your left hand on your right shoulder. Now, apply a very light, comforting pressure. You can even gently tap your shoulders alternately, left-right, in a slow, rhythmic motion. As you do this, take a few deep, slow breaths, focusing on the sensation of your hands on your shoulders and the gentle rhythm of your breathing. This bilateral stimulation, combined with a self-hug, can be incredibly effective in calming the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for the fear response. This technique is a powerful reminder that you carry the capacity for comfort within you. It's not about ignoring your anxiety, but about giving your body a direct, physical message of safety and care. Use it when you feel a panic attack brewing after a stressful conversation, or simply when you need a moment to regroup. It's your secret weapon for instant comfort, a small act of self-compassion that can make a big difference. And now that you have these 6 powerful, Japanese-inspired tools, it's time to talk about how to integrate them into your daily life for lasting calm. Concluso do video. So, there you have it, 6 powerful Japanese-inspired techniques to calm your anxiety, not just in theory, but in practice. You've seen that true peace isn't found in avoiding the storm, but in learning how to navigate it with simple, intentional actions. Now, the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you let these insights fade, or will you choose to integrate them? One small breath, one mindful step, one gentle release at a time? Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling a little lighter, facing your day with a newfound sense of calm, knowing you have the tools to reset whenever anxiety tries to take hold. What would that change in your life? Which of these techniques resonated most with you today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Don't let anxiety dictate your life one more day. Take control, one practical technique at a time. If you're ready to continue this journey towards a calmer, more grounded you, make sure to subscribe to Breathe and Release and hit that notification bell. We're here to guide you with more science-backed, practical tools to help you master your anxiety and reclaim your peace. Your calmer self is waiting.